Back to the charts with Big Boss Crypto, bringing a day trading analysis on Bitcoin and on Chainlink. Today I'm gonna give you the answer if we are in a bull market or not, because something needs to happen in order for us to scream out loud that we are in a bull market. Well, let's look at the charts. So a lot of people are indecisive right now whether we are in a bull market or not. And you saw in my last day trading update that Gene Cramer is pretty certain that we are in a bull market. And on the other hand, we had Michael Burry, which predicted the global financial crisis in 2008. He said sell, and that basically we're gonna see new lows. But one thing needs to happen in order for us to buy Bitcoin and be certain that we are in a bull market. We need to break this high right here, this high, and we need to do that with conviction. And with conviction means that we move out of this zone, possibly take out these volume counts which hasn't been recovered yet at this 26k area, retest this region of 25.2k approximately, and then see that Bitcoin is moving away from here, possibly like this, and then shifting out and creating a new high. That is the confirmation of a bull market in my opinion, because we need to break this high in order for us to solidify a reversal to the upside, because we had similar pattern right here, and a lot of people thought we were in a bull market. We had it right here, and we had it right here as well in this zone too, which is marked off. So we need to break this zone in order for us to claim that we are in a bull market. And if we see a price reversal to the downside and we recover some of the volume cans down below at 15k and possibly even at 14k and 12k, this is the blueprint basically. And it's the Federal Reserve's pivot strategy. And currently we are here in stage 1, which means that they start decreasing the rate hikes. They raised the rates by 0.25. Previously they used to do it in steps of 0.5%. So the next step then is they're gonna pause interest rate hikes. So they're not gonna increase or decrease. And that is set to happen in May, according to the Federal Reserve and Jerome Powell. He stated that in the meeting on Wednesday. And stage 3 then is Fed's gonna start decreasing interest rates, basically print money. And they're doing the opposite now. And when we get to stage 3, that is when you're gonna start accumulate, because there's gonna be a shift in the monetary policy, and a lot of banks are gonna start going into risk on assets, and Bitcoin is one of those. So wait for this to happen if we don't move away from this 25k area, and if we start going lower and lower, wait for this to happen before you start buying Bitcoin. However, this is not financial advice, it's all for entertainment and educational purposes only. Moving on to day trading strategies and possible setups, we can see clearly that we have somewhat of a double top formation. I'm currently in a short, however this is not financial advice, it's all for education and entertainment purposes only. As you can see, we created this double top formation. We are currently moving to the downside, so I'm waiting for this to play out. We have the market make structure, which is set to happen like this in 3 steps, and I'm currently looking at profit taking possibly in the 22.5k area or the 22k area. That is possibly where I'm gonna take profits, or ride out to 21.5k, because if we move to this zones to the downside, we have a bigger double top formation on the daily time frame, which looks something like this, or the 4-hour time frame. If we break 21.5k, we could move down even further, going down to possibly 18k for Bitcoin. And that also looks pretty possible if we look at the liquidation map as well. We have a lot of liquidations and a lot of money for the market maker to take to the downside. If he moves aggressively, he'll possibly get $1 billion with a move to 18k. So that's something to look out for. And yeah, if you like semi close your eyes, you can see that there's a lot more money to the downside than it is to the upside in the nearest price targets. So with that in mind, trade safely, and let's look at Chainlink. If we look at Chainlink, we can see that not much has happened. We are basically in this zone right here, and we haven't moved away from it. And it looks like we're gonna trade in this zone during this week at least. So Chainlink is kind of slow. It's good for accumulating for long-term holding. However, for day trading, I don't see any opportunities. Those are gonna occur possibly if we create this double top formation, this bigger double top formation like this, and then we could move possibly down to $5.9 if we create this. But we need to break first of all this zone at $6.5 and then $6.2. Then we could move down to 5.9 and possibly even bottom out to $5.5. Chainlink kind of slow today, and basically you do want to scalp these zones to the downside because Bitcoin is probably gonna move down as well. Well, that's it for today's day trading update. Stay safe, have a nice weekend. Big Boss out.